Ogre Sandwich is about the grossest of sandwiches. They're sandwiches with tomatoes and lettuce and cheese and rats. Yeah, okay, that's funny. Kids are going to get into that. This is a stacking game. In fact, on the back it says, Sandwich Stacking Insanity. Let's see how it plays. I got to be honest, I'm probably going to get some rules wrong because this game has so many rules for a stacking game. Now, they have a party game at the end where you're just basically stacking stuff if you want to. And then a basic play, which kind of lowers complexity a bit. But essentially, you have a sandwich piece that you're going to have bread piece on the board. You're going to roll these dice each turn and then look here and see what they say. This says put a frog on your counter. Great. And this says stack 2 different critters. Let's pretend that I started with a couple. Stacking, you just put these critters on your sandwich. Eventually, you're going to roll to let you put an ingredient. So you have to get these ingredients, the lettuce, have fun trying to stack them because if your stuff is, unless your stuff's the same size, they're pretty hard to stack. And then you'll put other things on top. You're eventually trying to stack your pickle if possible because that gets you an extra point, and then put bread on top. So that's what you're going to do each turn of the game. And you can see that you can stack your critters. You can steal and place an ingredient from someone else's counter. Stack a topping. So topping would be one of the things there. They're all considered ingredients. There's critters, toppings, and ingredients. Put any ingredient on your counter. You have to put them on your counter first. So the yellow one lets you put stuff on your counter, but 4 of them are critters. 1 is anything, and 1 is a topping. So you're going to have a hard time getting those toppings if you don't roll these 2 symbols. And then here you can choose any green die thing. The basic version just tells you to stack stuff on your thing. When someone does finish your sandwich, there is a fairly convoluted scoring. Lose a point for each unused ingredient. Each thing that's fallen over the course of the game, you lose a point for. Tallest sandwich. You're supposed to use the side of the box here to see who has the tallest sandwich. Where's the graphic on the side of the box? Yeah, it's somewhere here. It doesn't matter. You can tell who has the tallest sandwich. Get a point for the pickle. Get a point for each topping that's not laying flat against another topping. A point for each critter standing up. 2 points for a set of toppings. This is a fairly convoluted scoring thing for a stacking game. This game is a bummer because they missed the mark. You saw those rules. What on earth? Why is there so much complexity for a simple stacking game? Literally, they have these little creatures and then different, lettuce and tomatoes. Make that the game. You're done. That's what this game is. They're adding complexity, having people score negative points for their sandwich, and just rolling the dice and needing something and then waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. It's just a real bummer. The party game's okay, right? Just stacking. It's not like this stuff stacks great anyway. They didn't make it clever. Like, just compare this to other popular dexterity games. So let's say you want to play Animal Upon Animal, which is stacking little wooden things. It feels clever when you're playing it. This one feels like someone had a funny idea, Ogre Sandwich, and then thought way too much about the game. So I can't really recommend this one. If you want a light stacking game, there's a gazillion of those out there. This one adds way too much complexity, just not worth your time. And it also doesn't stack very well. So 5 out of 10 for Ogre Sandwich.